Supine bridge. Lie on your back, knees bent, palms down in the ground. Make sure your heels are in the ground, toes pointed up. When you're ready to perform the movement, suck the belly button into the spine. Press your hips up. At the top of the movement, hold for 1 to 2 seconds, ensuring that your shoulder, hip, and knee are in a straight line. After 1 to 2 seconds, set the hip down and repeat the movement. Supine active straight leg raise with bent knee. Lie on your back, palms down on the ground, belly button sucked in towards the spine. One leg is in a bent position, opposite leg is straight and extended. When you're ready to perform the movement, dorsiflex the ankle by pointing the toe towards the knee. Slowly raise your leg up as high as you're able to with your leg straight and extended, making sure not to bend the knee. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. When you're ready, lower the leg back down and repeat the movement. "90-90 hip abduction." Lie on your side, arms straightened out in front of you. Your bottom leg is straight and extended. Top leg is bent 90 degrees at your hip and your knee. When you're ready to perform the movement, your straight and extended leg, you're going to raise it from the ground towards the end of your range of motion, raising up as high as you can. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Set the leg down and repeat the movement. All right, kneeling dorsiflexion. Start in a tall kneeling position. Back leg is 90 degrees at your knee. Forward leg is 90 degrees at your hip and at your knee. When you're ready to perform the movement, press your weight forward, working the range of motion around the ankle, ensuring your heel does not lift up off the ground. When you're ready, start back, going to the starting position, going a little bit further than where you initially started. Quadruped hip abduction. Start in the quadruped position on the hands and knees. When you're ready to perform the movement, bring the knee up, raise it up to the sky or to the ceiling as high as you're able to, which your range of motion allows, ensuring to keep a neutral hip, not rolling the hips back. When you're done, repeat back to the starting position and perform a few more repetitions. Quadruped T-spine rotation. Start in the quadruped position on the hands and knees. When ready to perform the movement, place your palm in back of the head, ensuring that your palm never leads the head and it always stays in contact. Rotate down towards your opposite wrist and then opening up towards the ceiling, ensuring the palm still stays engaged on the head, only rotating as much as your rib cage and your upper body allow you to. How many times do you think Cressy does these? Hand walks. Start in a tall position, bend at the waist, placing the palms on the ground. Walk your hands out into a push-up position. When you're ready, tiptoe your feet to your hands, only going as far as your hamstring flexibility allows you to. Drop the heels to the ground, pausing for 1 to 2 seconds. Walk the hands back out into a push-up position. Tiptoe the feet to the hands. Drop the heels to the ground, pause. Hands walk out to a push-up. Tiptoe to the hands. Drop the heels to the ground, pause, feel a stretch. Walk the hands back out to a push-up position. Traveling world's greatest. Start in a standing position. Lunge forward with the left leg. Place the right hand down on the ground. Bring your left elbow down on the inside of your left foot, only going down as low as your body allows. Rotate that left hand up to the ceiling. Pause for 1 to 2 seconds. Come up to standing. Now lunge forward with your right leg. Left hand goes down on the ground. Right elbow inside of the foot, only going down as low as your body allows. Rotate the right arm up to the ceiling, pausing for 1 to 2 seconds, and repeat the movement. All right. Traveling lateral lunge. Stand tall, bringing your hands out in front of your body. Step to the side, dropping your hips down and back, making sure one leg is in a lunge position, opposite leg is straight and extended. Stand up tall and repeat the movement. Dumbbell goblet squat. Select a dumbbell of a weight that you could appropriately lift. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart, hips and shoulders square with the direction you're facing. Grasp the dumbbell so that your elbows are close to your body and supporting the weight. When you're ready, press your hips down and back to where your thighs are parallel with the ground. And when you're ready, drive your weight through the heels back up to the standing position. Perform a few more repetitions. Reverse lunge. Stand up tall, selecting a dumbbell weight that's appropriate for you to lift. When you're ready, step one leg back, making sure that leg is back and extended. Forward leg should be in a lunge position, ensuring that your forward knee never goes past your toe. When you're ready, drive through the heel to come up to standing and repeat the movement to the opposite side. Romanian deadlift. Select the weight that's appropriate for you to lift, standing with your feet square, shoulder width apart. When you're ready to perform the lift, bring the weight right in front of you. Ensure that your knees aren't hyperextended. Rather, throughout the lift, maintain a slight bend in the knee. When you're ready, lower the dumbbells down right below the knees, hinging from your hip, ensuring that you don't round or arch the low back or round the upper body and the shoulders. When you're ready, pull up through the hips, back up to the standing position, lowering back below the knees, hinging at the hip. Standing row. Select the weight that's appropriate for you to lift, feet shoulder width apart. Get a slight bend in the knee. Bend the hips to where your torso is more or less at a 45-degree angle. When you're ready to perform the lift, pull from the shoulder blades, pulling up and back, ensuring your elbows stay close to the body, and repeat the movement. Shoulder press. Start with your feet square, shoulder width apart, dumbbells up at shoulder height. When you're ready, press the weight up above the head, going into full extension of the elbow. Bring it back down to the shoulder, never lowering it below the shoulders. And when you're ready, you repeat the movement. Push-up. Start at the top of a push-up position, ensuring at the top of the push-up position your ankle, hip, and shoulder are in alignment. When you're ready, lower your body weight down right above the ground. Keep a tight, stable core. And when you're ready, press up and repeat the movement. Plank. When you're ready, drop down into the elbows, ensuring that the elbows stay directly underneath your shoulder. In this position, make sure your knee, your hip, and your shoulder are all in alignment. During this movement, maintain a normal breathing pattern. Hold for 30 seconds. Rest and perform for another set. Plank with hip extension. Start in the plank position, ensuring your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Knee, hip, and shoulder are all in alignment. When you're ready, start by raising one leg from the hip, not the knee. Extend and reach up. Set the toe down and repeat to the other side. Bird dog. Start in the quadruped position, ensuring your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are directly underneath your hips. When you're ready, reach out your left arm and right leg, ensuring that both your arm and leg are parallel with the ground. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Rest. And repeat to the other side. Bird dog with toe elevated. Start in the quadruped position with your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. When you're ready, raise your left arm and right leg, ensuring both the arm and leg are parallel with the ground. This is the same movement as the bird dog, except your downward toe raises up off of the ground. Single leg bridge. Lie on your back, knees bent, palms down on the ground. Suck your belly button down into the spine. Pull your right leg up towards your torso. When you're ready, drive your weight through the downwards hill, pressing your hips up off the ground. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Set the hips down and repeat the movement. Supine Piriformis. Lie on your back, palms down on the ground, knees bent. When you're ready to perform the stretch, cross your left leg over your right knee. Getting your hands right in back of that thigh, pulling it towards the body. I don't know if we really should say like we're Bretzel 2.0, starting a seated position. When you're ready, bring your right leg back. Okay. In this position, your left or bottom leg will be parallel with the mat. Okay. Bottom leg will be perpendicular to the mat. When you're ready, bring the left hand towards your hip. Right hand is going to reach towards your left. Drop your shoulder down towards your left knee. Kneeling hip flexor stretch. Start in a kneeling position. When you're ready, bring your left knee back. Okay. In this position, press your hips down and forward towards the ground. Front Achilles stretch. Okay. From this position, cross your left leg over your right. When you're ready to stretch, drop your right heel down to the ground, walking your hands back, and hold for a few seconds. Child's pose with the reach. Start in the quadruped position, drop your hips down into your heels, walk your hands out as far as you're able to go, and when you're ready, reach out to either your left or right side and hold for a few seconds. Shoulder retraction. You can perform this stretch either kneeling or standing. When you're ready, interlock your fingers in back of you, pull your shoulder blades back, raise your hands up. Foam rolling. Start with the foam roller position directly in back of the ankle, rolling back and forth the length of the calf. Progress and move up to the hamstrings, positioning the foam roller right above the knee, rolling back and forth the length of the hamstring. Move up to the glutes by sitting on the foam roller. Cross your left leg over your right, rolling back and forth the length of the glute. Okay. Moving to the side of your leg, rolling the IT band, starting the roller from just above your knee, rolling the length of the side of the quad from above the knee to the hip. Moving to the quadriceps, turning over onto both elbows, positioning the foam roller directly in front of your knees. Rolling back and forth from above the knee to the top of the thigh, toes pointed straight down. And moving on to your back, sitting in front of the foam roller, rolling from the low back to the top of the shoulders with your arms straight out in front of you. (90-90) thoracic rotation with reach. Make sure your bottom leg is straight and extended on the ground. Top leg is 90 degrees at your hip and at your knee. Arms are reaching out in front of you. When you're ready, reach back with your top hand, only going back as far as your body allows. Back to your starting position and repeat the movement. Prone alternate arm leg raise. Lie in the prone position, face down, arms reaching up above your head, legs straight and extended. When you're ready, reach up with your right arm and left leg as high as you can. Ensure you move your leg from your hip and not your knee. Sit the arm and leg down and repeat the movement on the other side. Prone hip swing. Lie in the prone position, face down. Arms are reaching out towards your sides. When you're ready, reach back with your left leg towards your right hand, rolling the hips. Return back to your starting position, then reach with your right leg towards your left hand, reaching back with your hips, and repeat the movement. Bretzel. This is the same position as the 90-90 thoracic reach. From this position, your right hand is going to reach back for your left foot. Left hand is going to be placed on your right quad. When you're ready, pull your legs apart, pull your belly button down into the spine, and if you're capable, your right shoulder, drive it down into the ground.